Patricia Haman, and I am a transformational facilitator, an international teacher, and a life coach. And I have the Delta Laser, which I love. I've had it for a few years now, actually, and one thing is I'm very active. I'm physically active. I'm in my 50s, and I ride a bike, I swim, I hike, whatever it is, I'll do it. But I am often a little bit like I'll stumble or I'll fall. So I have fallen off my bike in the last few years, probably 3 times majorly. Most recently, I sprained my ankle, and it wasn't a serious fall. I wasn't going fast, but I twisted it. And by the time I had walked home, my foot was like a football. So that was scary. I used the laser on it that night. I iced it and used the laser. I used it the next morning, and then I started using it at least 3 times a day. And in the very beginning, maybe a little more. And this is the Delta Pro, my most recent version. This is I've updated as the laser is updated, and it is now a week and a half later, and my foot is normal. I'm swimming. I'm walking. I mean, that's amazing. I have a friend who fell off a ladder and did the same to her ankle. She's the same age as me, and it's been 3 months. And she's still healing her ankle. Now, why? I cannot say why my friend has not purchased the laser. I think it's a mental block that people have, that they can actually take responsibility for their own healing, that there is a device that's available to everybody where we can treat our injuries and treat our ailments ourselves. I think she trusts her doctors more than she should, and I try to tell her this. She's taking pain medication, which I never take. I don't need to. I took 2 Advil when it first happened, and that was it. I haven't had any pain medication after that. No pain. I have no pain. So also, when I first started using the laser, it was for a knee injury. I had broken my knee rock climbing, and I have no problems with my knee at all. I treat it periodically just to keep it, working like smoothly and I don't want it to get stiff. And I have no problems with it. If I have herniated discs in my neck from a car accident, I treat those periodically. I'm pain-free. I'm flexible. I can do all the things I want to do. For me, I'm so grateful I have this laser. It's one of the best things that ever happened to me. And I don't want to ever not have this laser. And actually, I have a cousin now. I have a dog who, she had a little bit of a swollen, like a knot formed around where she got a shot, and I used it for her. That disappeared. And someone told me recently that the vets are using lasers now, handheld lasers of some kind. And they charge every visit. So her dog is very old and has arthritis in the hips. So she has to pay hundreds of dollars every month to treat this dog. And I said, well, I have a laser. I have actually 2 of them. So I was going to loan it to her. And she was afraid to use the laser on her own dog. And this is amazing to me. So for me, I feel like the only thing that slows down this laser being in everybody's hands is our own inability to trust ourselves and to believe that we actually can work with ourselves and our healing, and use these lasers for this purpose. To me, I'm amazed that this is here. I also want to say I treat my sinuses. I used to always have sinus infections. I had a problem because they're too narrow. And I do that maybe once a week, but now every few weeks. I don't have to do it very often. But if I get a little stuffy, I do it, and it opens everything and keeps it open. And I do the immune treatments. I don't get colds anymore. I used to feel as a transformational facilitator, I would come into contact with lots of people all the time. So I would get things, just not feel well or be picking up whatever bugs people were coming with. But I don't have that anymore. And over time, it changed. And I don't do anything else. I don't go to the doctor. I don't need to go to the doctor. And I treat my body, and sometimes I treat it without the laser and just do light therapy. And then sometimes I treat it with the laser. I used to do my skin. I don't feel I need it anymore. I don't feel like my skin is aging like everybody else's. So I don't do it anymore. I don't spend the time with it. So, but I have all of it. So that's it. That's what I want to say about the laser. And I am 100% behind it. If I were you, I would get one and I would use one.